Marketing agencies lose 70% of their leads because they don't respond fast enough. In this video, I'm going to solve that by creating this AI chatbot, which is going to qualify leads, it's going to recommend the best products and services to them, and eventually setting them up a consultation call. You will see in this video a step-by-step guide how you can build this for your own agency or maybe for your clients. I'm also giving a template away. In the description, you will find a link to a form. And over there, after submitting it, you will immediately get access to this template and you can import this in Voiceflow. So yeah, let's dive in. Alright, so this is the chatbot setup. We have here the starting message and then we have 3 phases. This is phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 1 is for qualifying. So here we are going to qualify the leads. This agent step is going to gather information. And then we have here the AI set block, which is going to analyze the answers and is going to check if they are qualified, yes or no. We have set here some criteria. So later in this video, I'm going to dive into what the criteria are and how it functions. And once it is qualified, we will continue to phase 2, which is the service recommendation phase. We have here the agent step. And then once we know which service we are going to offer to them and what the problem is, we are going to continue and setting them up for a consultation. Now we have captured this lead, we have set up a consultation with this lead, and we know like all the important information. And once we continue, this block is going to get the current time and this one is going to schedule it. And inside the agent step, we have also a function, and this is the agent API tool. And over here, it will make an API call, and we will have it scheduled in the calendar. So let's run the chatbot. So let's say I want to start. So I know what questions it's going to ask, so I'm going to give my answers, all of them immediately for the sake of this video. What industry? Tech, SaaS. So one of the criteria is in tech. We do agent solutions for B2B enterprise. Budget is 5k USD, 500k annually at the moment. I made a typo over there. We want to start within 2 months. So I think I answered all the questions it's going to ask me. So you can see, we answered all the questions already. So it immediately continued. Normally it will ask me first, like what industry, what's your budget, what's your current business company stage, and when would you like to start. So all of this is enough for the criteria. So we passed it. So we went on this path and we didn't went to the disqualification path. So over here, thanks for those details. What's your biggest marketing challenge? Not enough leads. We want to hit 1 mil a year. Thanks for the, okay, 2 questions. What's your marketing activities currently? Okay, Google Ads and paid ads. We would like to start with organic content as well. And the last question. So perfect. So we are continuing. So the foundation builder is includes CEO Foundation is the service we are going to offer. Yes, I want to schedule a call. No, it will follow the spot. Voila. So behind the scenes, we also got the current time. This isn't the sales call. Our senior strategist will analyze your current paid ads, etc., etc. What day and time works best for you? So today is Tuesday, so it knew, and tomorrow is Wednesday. So let's say Wednesday at please. So it will also, so it knows which day, what's your full name. So Abdullah Yahya, email team@adaptiveai.com. Any specific topics you'd like to? Nope. So perfect, let me get this scheduled. Yes, correct. Voila, you can see the automation make.com just went on and we have scheduled it. So we have the client name, email, and in this formatting, the ISO formatting. And we can see it was scheduled in my calendar as new consultation, Abdullah Yahya. If I click on it, you can see. All right, so let's dive into how I've built this. So like you have seen, we will start with a starting message. This is a fictional company, of course, it's not a real company. We are going to ask how can we help you? And this is like a static message block. I don't like to start with the agents tab because it always is different. So we have here a static message block. So if someone started a session with your chatbot, they will always see this message. You can also have like some variation. So create like one extra variant. So it's not always exactly the same. Was unable to generate. As you can see, we have here now like a couple variants, and then each time it will select a random one. In this case, I'd like the first one, and then we have here a capture step. So in order to build the first step, you need to go to message. Over here, you can type your text, and then at listen, we will have your capture block, and then capture must be your entire user reply. You can also save it in a specific variable. In this case, it was not needed. So let's delete this block. And then we have here at phase 1, the agent step. So this is interesting. So in my case, I answered like all the questions at once. So that's why it immediately continued. But normally it will start like, okay, like what is your industry first, and then your marketing budget, and then your company revenue stage, decision timeline. So it must be within 6 months. In this case, I answered like all 4 at once for the sake of this video. But yeah, this is the main task for this agent step. And once we hit like all the 4 answers, we are going to save like each answer in this variables. So let's say I said like tech in the agent builder space. So that was my industry. I said marketing budget was 5K, company revenue was 500K a year, decision timeline was 2 months. So what I did behind the scenes, it saved like all my answers in one of those 4 variables, and we continued. After this agent step, we'll have here a agent AI set block. So we have given it here a instructions. So the inputs are company, industry, and here's a variable from the agent step, which we have gathered like 1 step before. marketing budget the same, company revenue the same, decision timeline is the same. And then we have here the criteria. So industry, it must be in SaaS, B2B, tech, software. They have to the budget is minimum 5K a month. The revenue stage is 500K annually, or 25 plus employees, or they got funded, and it has to be within 6 months. If one of those criteria, like one of those failed, it will go to the failed path. So let me show you how this works in reality. We can test out this agent step, which we are going to do. Agent AI set block, I mean. So company industry is, let's say, tech. Marketing budget is 5K. Company revenue is 500K a year. Decision timeline within 2 months. So it should say only qualified. What did I say? Let's say 5K USD a month. So you can see qualified. Imagine I've said here 4K USD. It will give me the reason why we are not qualified. Let's say here 5, and then within, so after 7 months. It will give me the reason why, decision timeline, so you can see. And if I correct it within 5 months, it will say qualified. You can see qualified. One interesting thing is you can see here also the interlatency, so how long it takes to get an answer and how many tokens it got. And imagine you don't like the latency, it took a bit too long, you can change it to a different AI module, for example Cloud for Opus, and see how long it did with this LLM module. So it took about 3 seconds. So let's go back to GPT 4.1, and this one was a bit faster, like you've seen, like half a second. So you can see this one will output or the answer, like or the reason why it's not qualified, or it will only say qualified. So after this block, we'll have a conditional step. Let's go back to the AI set block first. We have here a set variable. So this is the prompt, the agent, the AI agent. And the output we will save in a variable, so qualified or the reason. Here we have the conditional step, where the path is or qualified, it will continue, or else. Else is the reason. The reason we will put it over here, the variable, and then we will end it, and then eventually we are going to end the flow. So let's say end over here. So the user will see the reason, and then at the moment it's not a current fit, but maybe in the future, and then it will end it. And if it was qualified, we will go back. We will go to this flow, where you have this agent, the second agent step. This is also phase 2. So this one is going to dig a bit deeper in our current situation, our problems, and then it's going to recommend one of the products. So you can see we have here growth accelerator, service plan, foundation builder plan, performance optimizer, recommendation strategy plan, or conversation style. So it's one of those 5 services we can offer, and it's going to dig a bit deeper, see what the problem is, and then it will select the best service for us. We have here then 2 exit paths. So this one is the most usual. We will get their current marketing challenges, the primary growth goal, current marketing efforts, recommended service package. So one of those products. And then we are going to continue. In this one, if they are not a bit unsure and they want human assistance, we will go on this spot where we are going to ask for their name, business email, and their situation. And for this spots, we have also a trigger LLM description, so it knows when to use in which scenario which spot. Over here, if it went to the human assistant, we would have a API call, and we would have sent a assistant an email. And so let's run this module so you can see the email. So let's say my name is Abdullah. Business email is team@adaptiveai.com. Complex situation is human assistance. And voila, it just sent me the email. Custom strategy request, Nexus Digital, name Abdullah, email, and situation. Why in this formatting? How we did it in this formatting is because we had it in HTML format. Okay, so let's go back. So this was the API call directly to make.com if we went on this spot, but we didn't. We went to this spot, and it asked me like, hey, would you like to grab a time to set up for a schedule? I said yes, so we went to the get current time. If I wanted to admit more information, we have here the intents, so it understands like, oh, he wants more information, I need to think about it, can you tell me more about the process, etc. We will have go to this message block with all the information, and then we will have go back to the choice block and wait for an answer. And then hopefully they said like, hey, I want to book a strategy call. Yeah, let's schedule that. I'd like to book a strategy call, etc., etc. So in this case, in the demo, we went on this spot, and here we got our current time and date. So if I click on run and have my time zone filled in over here, voila, it gave me here the current date, day of the week, Tuesday, and time zone Europe, Amsterdam. So this is like the live current moment of the day. And why do we need that? Is because this AI scheduler knows like right now it is, for example, Tuesday. If they say tomorrow, it is Wednesday. It knows. The agent step doesn't know the current time and date. So that's why I gave it like each time once we continue on this spot, we will get the current the live state, and then we are continuing on the agent step. Yeah, over here it's going to schedule it. It has a API tool, which is in make.com, this tool, and it's going to ask me some questions like my name, my email, my preferred date, discussion topics, and this one we have already provided a value, so we don't need to. But these it has to ask. But this one we already have it. So it's going to ask like these 4 questions, and with these 4 questions it can schedule it. In the agent step we have given it the current time. So over here, so today is like the formatting you just saw it, and the day of the week is Tuesday, for example. Very importantly, if we are going to schedule it in Google Calendar via their API, the formatting must be a ISO formatting. So if I go to preferred date and time, you can see in the variable description, we have here like the formatting it should follow. Very important, because if there's a mistake over here, this module will give us an error. So this is very important. My email address, so we can send the lead also like a confirmation email and their name, of course. Once that is done, once we have scheduled it, we will go on this spot and we will have an ending message and eventually ending the flow. So potentially you can also use like each phase as a separate chatbot. Like for example, if you run ads we can have, once the lead has submitted the form, the AI agent can like qualify them, and then after that a human can follow up them with the information we got. In this case, we have like the full system, but like I said, each of these phases you can use as a separate product. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you want me to build a similar solution, contact me. There's a link in the bio as well. And yeah, in general, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I wish you a good day. Thank you for watching. See you the next time. Bye.